doing stuff with Kevin for so long. And I remember you and I like linking up on Twitter. We were gonna meet up. We were gonna do
Yeah.
some stuff and I don't know at what was going on at that
Yeah.
time, but clearly there was some periods in your relationship with Kevin where he had to just back off. He's like, "Yo, dude,
Yeah.
like you're not okay right now."
Yeah.
Like that's got to be tough, man. Did him having to sort of put a boundary in place and back off and say, "Yo, you need to get well." Like, was there like a financial consequence to that?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think, it made sense to me always. I mean, there was always, he never, for him and it's like, so yeah, there was, for one, it was like, hey, I need you to sort of get better or you can't be around the house and you can't do the next movie. Like, I was supposed to be in Jersey Girl, but I couldn't be in it. But it wasn't so much like Kevin was like, I'm not putting you in it 100% because you're getting messed up and you're in a bad place. It was more like, hey, you have a warrant out for your arrest, and we're filming in Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, wherever they filmed it, and you could get arrested, and then we'll have to shut the movie down. You know what I mean?
Right.
You will lose days. So there was like that. So that happened a few times, but not that I didn't get in the movie, because in the past he would always try to help me. Like, hey, if you don't want to miss out on this opportunity, then you need to either go into rehab or you're going to come stay with me and you're going to get off and you're going to stick by my side. Like right before Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, I went and stayed with him in his guest house, and I literally couldn't leave his house or leave the guest house unless I was with him. And if he was going somewhere, I had to go with him. He wouldn't leave me alone. But it was good. It was a sweet
While
thing
you're
where he's
detoxing?
like, yeah, because he's like, oh, dude, he got he got to see it up close. I remember it was during Christmas, and I had to go Christmas shopping with them, and we were in the mall, and you're detoxing from opiates. You feel like you're carrying a bag of bricks, and you're just like, your nose is running. And I remember just sitting down on every bench throughout the mall while he was in there looking for presents, and I'm like an hour seemed like 6 hours, and I remember just being like, I want to go, and he'd be like, dude, no, you gotta wait another, like, we're gonna get through this. And I did, and it was horrible, but in the end it was worth it, because then I got to do Strikes Back, and it was great. But for me, it also, like, I never resented him or was upset with him about it, because the biggest thing was his kid at the time. All these times, his kid's now 20. Damn, I can't remember how old she is now, 23. But at the time, she was like, 10, 12, 8 years old. I've all the different years she was, but it was always like, hey, she's getting older now. She sees you, she looks up to you, your Uncle Jay. And if you come to the house, we used to be able to tell her, oh, he's not feeling good. He's got a cold. He's sick. He's not, but she's going to get it now. And I don't want her to see like that. And I didn't want her to see me like that. So, I would stay away and try to get better. But for the most part, he always was involved with trying to help. Either he stuck me in rehab, drove me there, paid for it, or, again, that time, I didn't go, I went into a detox, but then after I got out in like a week, and then I stayed at his house. I was still withdrawing because it was off of oxys, which, isn't a week, it's like a month, getting off of that, feeling physically okay with that. But it's been, he's always stuck by, even when he put boundaries up. It's not like he ever just cut me off. Again, we got to one point where he got close, but it more was like, hey, you're in really, really bad shape. The kid's old enough to like see you. And I just need you to make a decision, like go get better, or I just can't have you around. Like it breaks my heart. And he would like cry and stuff. It was never like a mean thing, like,
For sure.
you're a scumbag, get out of here. It was like, you're breaking my heart. And he would cry, and I don't want you around the kid. And yeah, there was a time I remember I went to his house. It was Thanksgiving, and I always used to have Thanksgiving with him. And I remember me and him sitting out in front of his house, and him crying and being like, I want to let you in, but the whole family's here. And I had like a tank top on, and I had track marks, and he's like, I can't have you see him like that. And he's like, I'm like, I can't come in for a plate of Thanksgiving dinner. And he's like, you can't. And he's like, here, I'm gonna go bring you some food. but I don't want the kid to see you that way. And it made sense to me, but it was like that was the first time I actually got sober for like a while. I had stayed sober for like 4 years. And then I got kidney stones. And then they gave me Demerol. I was like, I don't want anything. I'm sober. I'm in the program. And they were like, yeah, but if you want to pass the kidney stone, you got to take it. And they gave me that shot, man. And it was like brought back that beast. And I was like, oh, I forgot about this. This is great. You know what I mean? And the next thing you know, it was like, oh, I can handle it. And they gave me pills to go home with. And, you know, I was counting every 4 hours. And anyway, so then I relapsed for 2 years. And now I have 11 years. So.
Wow, dude, rad, man.